Say what's up to the documentary.
I always think of it like a tree. It's rooted in one thing. The community helping other people. If one of the branches falls off, as long as the root is there, it's always going to continue growing.
As many Americans do what they can to protect themselves and their communities from coronavirus, people experiencing homelessness are uniquely vulnerable.
Worcester joins 5 other towns this week now considered high risk.
When the pandemic hit, one of the things I saw shift was how people talked about equity. We started to see every single disparity amplified. It was a topic that was put in a pressure cooker almost.
When COVID first hit, even though I was off the substances, I was still homeless. That made it worse than ever because everything that was available for resources was shutting down. Well, now I can't find a place to go to food pantries that are open anymore. I don't have resources that'll help me with pretty much anything at this point.
The city can only respond at the speed of its size. It was like, where does funding go to support those that can do this really immediately?
Bureaucratic systems are slow, there's no doubt about that. In a time of crisis, there's not always time to plan.
Who's tapped in, you heard?
Young people have the energy to respond immediately to crises.
So at that time, we were working for a nonprofit organization called we were working as a co-op. That was the first time I learned about co-op, heard about it.
We ran a worker-owned business within the organization. It was different from anything I ever heard. As far as I knew at the time, we worked for a boss, do what they say, and keep it moving.
But a co-op is
a business that is owned by the workers as opposed to owned by a single owner.
When I used to go to the building every day for work, a lot of time I would see homeless people on sidewalks right outside the building.
We as youth wanted to get more involved.
We wanted to do a porch pantry, and we wanted to do outreach.
We wanted to give out food.
But they wouldn't let us.
This is so nice. I'm not trying to be like rude at all, but there's so much that goes into this.
They would leave us out of certain things, so they felt that we weren't mature enough to deal with stuff.
Even though they said it was a co-op, it wasn't like that. We would try and give suggestions and they wouldn't take it for consideration. They weren't listening to us because we were youth.
As time went on, I realized that it wasn't actively helping the community. We were just learning about the models and not doing anything with it.
We literally just all quit.
We quit.
We quit.
We quit.
And we were like, yeah, let's start our own organization. Worcester Youth Cooperatives is a nonprofit organization run 100% by youth. All of our voices are heard. Everyone literally has a say. So if we want to do something, we do it.
It's not about reinventing the wheel, but rather providing access to the tools to build more wheels and attach them to vehicles that create radical social change.
We wanted to take what we learned from a worker-owned cooperative and make it better, so we came up with Serve the People Cooperative. And the idea is to help people now.
I knew someone that is a supplier of like 7-Eleven.
These products, they were bought for my 7-Eleven store. When the pandemic started, I already threw over $40,000 worth of products. They were really good, but it had only 1, 2, 3 weeks left, and I knew I couldn't sell all much, so it had to go in trash.
When I heard that, I was just like, I can't imagine how much food gets thrown away daily when it could be used for like people that don't have food, and they'll be grateful for it. With that knowledge, we went over there the other day. We can like partner up with them. We're like, we'll take the food that you're planning on throwing away, and that's still good, and we'll use it as part of our co-op to like help the homeless.
We give it to Bike Life, and they distribute it.
We have our own co-op now called 5-8 Bike Life Co-op. We've been delivering food from food pantries to families that have been affected by COVID. If you have those resources to help, go ahead and do it. there's not a lot to offer, like after-school programs for the kids, so most youth make their direction towards, riding bikes and being a part of 5-way bike life.
Five-way bike life definitely is a manifestation of a conflict that has always existed. Access to public space, the purpose of public space, and the purpose of leisure time.
Acting like a tough guy, dude?
Am I?
Yeah.
I'm riding my bike, sir. On the way out.
I hope you got that on video. We're gonna start locking all you guys up.
The reaction of the city and the reaction of people to five-way bike life, gathering in public space in a way that is aligned with their own interests as opposed to aligned with the interest of the gentrification and commercialization of public space. This is just showing the picture of self-organized groups of people being attacked by the state. People gathering in public space may be talking about, what is our condition in this country and how can we organize to improve our access to resources, gain political power, gain economic power, and youth create community for themselves where they don't have it, where it's not offered.
When young people find a way to organize and build something, when nobody is trying to do that for them, it means that they are really trying to create change. Taking their passion to ride bicycles to then action to deliver food is young people taking leadership where no one is leading.
Getting more kids on bikes, like finding a safer solution for kids to be proactive and enjoy doing the things that they like to do, which is riding bikes. It's a stress reliever for the youth that are riding bikes, whatever they have in their mind, and once they hop on that bike, it all goes away.
Go to Baz. Alright, but which way are we going?
In communities like ours, a lot of poor people are living here. There's a lot of fast food chains around. Sometimes it's kind of hard to get access to fresh fruit. We had an opportunity to go to a den hole building downtown and do a hydroponic system where people explain to us what it is and helping us build our own.
Here we go. So now all we need is the small pump.
They kind of give us the opportunity to take the hydroponic systems and use them in our own cooperatives. From there, we took it and then we're like, I think we can make something out of this.
Okay, so right now we have tomatoes, kale, we have peppers over here, and we have sage, which are the little ones. So we make a big hole and we push it in.
By exposing hydroponics to students that are around here, they get the chance to make their own fresh fruits and vegetables, which makes it easier to have a healthy community. The hydroponic system is good year-round since it could be done indoors. There's basically a year-round access to fresh fruit.
I was actually in my room, matter of fact, and I live on a main street, so I'm able to hear everything out from the windows. I had heard a whole bunch of people yelling in front of my house. I looked out the window, you know, there was somebody on the floor, and they was like, hey, he's overdosing. My last job, I was working at UMass, and they had given us Narcan just in case somebody was overdosing, and, you know, I had to give them the Narcan. And after that, I had to wait for paramedics to come. It's an addiction that people face every day. Everybody's a human being. Nobody deserves to lose their life over, you know, an opioid. I think we should bring the same energy that we are bringing to the coronavirus pandemic to rally about this opioid pandemic because it's affecting everybody. This is Narcan. This is a Narcan spray. It's used to help people come back from overdoses. So basically, if the person was overdosing, you lay him on his back flat, and you would put it in his nostril, and you would press this.
And this is a one-time?
And this is one time. I would just load it into the needle and shoot them once. But most people now you're gonna have to do it more than once.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how yours was, but like that's why you have to call the paramedics.
Yeah.
The Narcan will take the opiate off your brain, and then immediately, it's like you got 5 minutes and it'll come right back on. You have to Narcan them again and again and again.
One time they had to Narcan me 7 times, and like I was purple, and so when they told me that really like opened my eyes up to see that like this isn't a joke. Like they could have not had that 7th Narcan, and I wouldn't be here right now. That gives you a second chance in life, and for people to say it's just kind of like a backfall for us to have doesn't understand it until you've experienced yourself that like it's giving us a different way of looking at how serious this is, I feel like.
So once you find December 4th, hit edit or whatever, and you're gonna have to submit it. So the only thing that has to be added, if you see the grant, the work of the Worcester Youth Cooperatives and the work of 508 Bike Life shows the power of youth to organize without bureaucracy to meet immediate needs of their community. Thank you.
See, now he's leaving me on the motherfucking documentary now. Yo, you're the face now, G. You're the face. I'm retired.
And I'm gonna send it to them, so it's gonna be cross media, and you gonna see what the outturn looks like.
Mario has been an outstanding leader. I first started to build my relationship with 508 Bike Life 3 to 3.5 years ago. Mario was a kid. He was looking up to leaders like Brandon quite a bit. And to see him now playing that role for kids is just, you know, a beautiful thing to see, and it's a testament to the need to really invest resources, invest power in young people to organize.
Yo, y'all bags, all them bags, bro. Put them in here, bro. Help out, bro, whatever you can do. Yeah, right in there. What's your name?
Mario.
Mario?
Yes.
Junior, nice to meet you.
Right now we're signing a check for RADIX.
What they've taken on is more than many adults have ever been able to do. And that power doesn't come from only experience or age, but power comes from being fearless. Owning their own organization, developing a 501c3 is something that is not easy to do.
Mario's Mario's
The youth are starting worker-owned cooperatives, and those worker-owned cooperatives generate revenue where they collectively decide how they want to share that revenue with the Serve the People cooperatives. So it's a way to overcome the limitation of the worker co-op as a strategy, and also with charity as a strategy, which we know both by themselves do not eradicate or get at the root of the problem.
What happened? We're going to make it rain all over the train.
They're underwear, guys. They're underwear. Are you serious?
As soon as she walks in the door,
We were doing a baby shower for one of our youth. We gave her a place to stay, a nice hotel to run out for a couple days. We got her some food, clothes, a nice bath. We threw a baby shower for her, so
she knows that people care about her, and we want to see her do well and grow, you know, in the best way.
Hi.
Surprise! Oh my gosh. Bro, show her the table. The table's the
Guys are so amazing. I'm gonna end up crying this entire time.
We all went shopping.
Addison, I believe I had met him before I had actually joined the co-op group. 3 weeks back takes us to when I was in a bad position where he had helped me through everything. He was there for moral support, he was there for like a place to stay and a place to eat, provided me with everything I needed. It was all him and his wonderful group as well. 5 years from now, I can't wait to see how this business will look. Sorry, my daughter's moving. So.
What you got, butter, man? Me? Nah, it's just the top. You're gonna need to shim the shaft so that your wheel doesn't. Yeah. You know what I mean? See what you're doing, man. That's classic. That is dope. This one?
We can fill the bags up with supplies like toothbrush, toothpaste, waters, and like 30 bags to try to get people in need, like homeless, on their feet. We can just pass them out so people have what they need for now.
In many ways, the challenge was that we were just thinking we were the only ones that had solutions, which is the mistake that we always make. It's like, we have to problem solve this. There's no role for young people to be part of the solution. And that's a mistake that we keep coming against over and over again when there's crisis, is that we don't think of the role as a community as a whole. The goal in the end is to influence systems to rethink the way that they're doing youth development work and to rethink the role that young people have in their programs and in our community. Being able to elevate this model and showcase that young people have been successful at it is going to be the validation that we need in order to say that perhaps the way that you're doing youth development at your agency or institution could be rethought.
If we keep doing what we're doing and we teach other youths to do what we do, it's just going to be like a domino effect, and it's gonna keep going on to where it's gonna get bigger, impact more people, more communities, and probably leave Worcester and go all over the world.
Livingston Griffiths.
Livy!
Oh, hey, Addison!
We need to destroy the myth that youth are the future. Youth are the present. They're inspiring us a vision of hope. They don't have to wait until adulthood in order to make change or to take leadership and to save people's lives and to change the world.
Yeah. You're looking for your toesies.
I'm not just of the people being served, but I can also help serve the people. It's like a whole full circle, and being able to want more for the next generation to come. It's just very selfless, and it makes you remember why there's humanity still and what's left of it. The youth have a more open mind than the older generations now. They're like this gleam of light. It's like, oh yeah, I remember.
To me, it kind of shows the place of art, all this kind of work. Yeah. Is that when you have to kind of express yourself through art, it helps you to like process your experience and all. So I think that like it's very valuable to do everything that we've done in the film, not just because of the product of having the film, which is cool, but also the way that it's changed our experience of what this whole process has done.